communication is based off the ability to work with groups and self-confidence. And as YSU, we give you a great environment to learn these skills and abilities. See, it is no mystery that smaller classes are better for the student and the faculty at a university. U.S. News and Report actually ranks the nation's universities at a top scale and a lower scale. And YSU falls right in the higher bracket just because of our class size. We have a 17-to-1 ratio for the faculty. What was ranked higher for the universities were classes that had less than 20, so around the 15-to-1 mark in the ratio to student. What was ranked the worst is classes at universities that had 50-to-1 or more ratio. And what's good news to you as a prospect for YSU in the communications degree is that the majority of our classes, 95% of them, are under that 50 mark. And even better news, 40% of our classes are under 20 students. So you're right around that 15-to-1 student to faculty ratio. And it's no mystery, again, that smaller class sizes lead to a better student, and it's actually proven to be more successful to you. Alice Horn reports in her article, her journal, quote, "Students' satisfactions with their classes, their experiences, is clearly correlated to the number of small classes they have taken. Students' definition of small in this context is classes with 15 or fewer students," end quote. So you can see that YSU is right around that mark with 40% of their students, 40% of their classes, are under 20. So we're right around that 15-to-1 mark again. So you will have high success rates. You'll feel successful while you're taking these classes in communication at YSU. And also, another report done by Light says, quote, "Such classes enable professors to get to know each student reasonably well, and the professor can use certain teaching techniques that are hard to implement in larger classes," end quote. See, to have the best success at a university, you want to get to know your professors. They're great contacts. They can let you know what you're doing wrong. You get to know their styles, what they're looking for on tests, what they're looking for on assignments, written assignments, essays, etc. And that leads to better grades. Better grades lead to better jobs. Also, they can use better techniques. It's very hard to use hands-on techniques when you have 50 or more students surrounding you. So when you're in smaller classes around that 15-to-20 mark, they can use hands-on techniques, they can use more visual techniques, more group projects that can be done in a more time-reasonable fashion that can lead to more education in a better way. And lastly, college is a daunting thing. Going into a class for your first time with 50 or more students can be incredibly daunting. So it's incredible to know that when you come to YSU, you're going to only sit down with maybe another 15 to 25 students. You're going to get to know them reasonably well in a more natural setting because you won't be spread out in this massive lecture hall. In conclusion, like Ron Jarosky said, positive thinking is the key to success in anything that you can mention. And we believe that at YSU, that we are the positive environment that will lead to the key to your success. And just a quick rundown on what we talked about here. We talked about famous people that have gone to YSU. Ron Jarosky, a Pro Bowler, graduated from YSU with a communications degree. We have also talked about some famous actors that have communications degrees. So if this is something that you're looking into, there are some incredible people out there with this degree, the likes of Denzel Washington, David Letterman, and Ellen DeGeneres. Also, we talked about what comes from getting a communications degree at YSU. You're going to learn how to give speeches, the proper etiquette, the proper attire. You have a wide range of classes, which leads to a more broad and well-rounded education. You're also going to have some great professors that specialize in one or two classes so that you can really tie into their knowledge and wisdom of years of experience that they have to tap into. So if the likes of David Letterman